We love our Joe on Studio 10, and not many people know that he has a very, very big heart and he's a lovely man.
Stop saying that.
You are, though.
And this week, Joe has put himself in the shoes of some of the most vulnerable people in our society. Take a look.
Over 100,000 people in Australia are homeless, and to a lot of us, they're invisible. And so I decided to go to the extreme and dress up as that stereotypical image of a homeless person to see how invisible I was and to see how people treated me.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Think twice.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's another day for you and me in paradise. Oh, think twice. 'Cause it's another day for you and me in paradise.
It's strange. It's actually a really confronting and debilitating experience. I know that sounds strange, but when you put on the clothes, when you make yourself look like you don't belong, you actually feel like you don't belong. There were times when I felt people were almost about to walk into me because I was just so transparent. Even without approaching anyone asking for money, we had incredible cases where a young boy came up and gave me his sandwich and a bottle of water. A busker who was struggling to make a couple of bucks himself came up and gave me $10. I thought I'd be here all day and there wouldn't be a soul who came forward, and I was proven wrong. The generosity of the people of Australia is absolutely vital in helping the Salvos to support over 1 million people in need. The truth is that most homeless people look just like you and me.
Well, look, it was actually really full on, and I know it sounds absurd, and obviously we're not pretending that, you know, I know what it's like to be homeless now, because that's absurd, but even just wearing, like, I felt really ashamed and I felt really embarrassed, and obviously I had no reason to. People who are genuinely homeless have no reason to, but it did really, really feel like that. But what was amazing, we were trying to prove that, you know, I was totally invisible and no one would pay any attention to me. That was actually completely wrong, and really I only had to sit in the same spot for a few minutes before someone would come up and give me a few bucks.
Did you make more money than you thought?
Yeah, like we weren't actually going out to make money, because we actually went out of our way not to do that. We were filming it in Melbourne, where begging is actually illegal. And we also didn't want to do the whole thing of, you know, homeless people are just annoying, confronting pests who come up and hassle you for money. But all I had to do was stand and I had 2 kids.
That little
completely
boy
off their own. That came up.
Sandwich.
That boy came up and gave me his sandwich and a bottle of water, apropos of nothing, and then just disappeared with his mum on a tram. We had other people give all sorts of money. But the truth is, and this is the hard thing to get across, people who live on the streets are in a terrible way, but they're only a tiny minority of the people who are homeless. When we talk about the 100,000 people, we're talking about the big rises, women and children fleeing abuse, and young people. People under 35 are the most common cause of homelessness. People who are homeless. And so give to the bloody Salvos, solve the problem. The Red Shield's coming up at the end of the month. I won't miss it. salvos.org.au, or the website on the screen, it's the same one, and just give them money. We can solve this problem, and everyone will be better off, including you and me.
Good on you, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, I love you.
Oh.
Yeah. Well done.